Jalen Hurts had some eyebrow-raising comments after Monday night's loss to the Seattle Seahawks. He questioned whether or not the team has the commitment, whether we are sufficiently committed. He was asked some follow-up questions, and it was clear he was talking about commitment in the usual sense of the term. Here he is Thursday, right out of the gates. He was asked to further explain his comments about the fact, in his assessment, that we lack the necessary commitment.
My mind was in a place of, really just trying to challenge myself, and I think when you think about holistically about the things we want to accomplish and everything that we're trying to do, that all runs through me. That all starts with me. And so when I say we, I mean me, because I'm the point guard out there. I'm the one that makes everything go, and I'm the guy that everyone trusts in to do and set the pace for everything. That's in how I play. That's in my leadership. That's in every aspect of the game, and that comes with the shoes that I walk in. And so this is a challenge to myself, and you challenge yourself and you challenge the people around you. But I think it's. I think it's just a situation where we are, where this is something that we're going through, not something we're stuck in.
When I say we, I mean me. Well, he said we, and he just kind of a dejected. He still seemed kind of dejected 3 days later. When you say we might not have the necessary commitment, I don't care what you say after the fact. He said what he said in the moment. It feels like something's off with the Eagles this year, and it's just jarring. 10-1, best record in football, and then lose to the 49ers, lose to the Cowboys, lose to the Seahawks, and here they are at 10-4, trying to turn it around and reestablish their confidence. I think that's the key. They need to get their swagger back, Charean, before the playoffs start. And they have the opportunity to do it with 2 games against the Giants and a game against the Cardinals. They need to do it because I think they're going to struggle in the playoffs. If they're the 2 seed, 7 seed rolls in. If it's the Rams or the Seahawks, well, wouldn't that be something? Rams, Lions, Seahawks, Eagles. That would be a great rematch for the wild card round if the Seahawks are the 7th seed. They need to have that confidence back, or they're not going to last long. They're not even going to get close to the Super Bowl this year if they don't get back that vibe that they had earlier this season.
Yeah, even when they were 10-1, Mike, I don't think we looked at the Eagles and said this is a dominant football team because of the way they were winning. And now they have the 3-game losing streak, and they're acting like a losing team. They're doing all the things that losing teams do. I mean, they just, to me, look like a total collapse. And when we were picking underdogs, I almost picked the Giants plus 12, and I don't think they win the game. I do think the Eagles win the game. But I think this is a game that the Eagles need to go out and reestablish themselves. They need to just kick butt in this game, cover that spread, win by more than 2 scores, and just put them away from a confidence standpoint. And if they don't do that, if this is a close game, I think there's a very good chance that they could lose to the Cardinals the next week or the Giants the next week. I mean, Kyler Murray still is dangerous. For all the problems that the Cardinals had, for their lack of receivers, for everything else, they could still go lose to the Cardinals. There's still a chance of that. So this is a game when they need to go and get it all back and get rolling and win these next 3 games and win them in a big way and come out and say, we are who we thought we are. Maybe not who you thought we are, but we are who we thought we are, and we have a chance going in the postseason. Otherwise, Mike, I think this team is going to be one and done. I think there's a good chance they could lose in the first round of the playoffs.
One last point very quickly. We spent a lot of time this week talking about the fateful throw that was intercepted by Julian Love when the Eagles had the ball 1st and 10 on their own 45, 13 seconds left, 2 timeouts, 15 yards away from a 58-yard field goal, which Jake Elliott can make, 20 yards away from a 53-yarder, 25 yards away from a 48-yarder. They threw it deep. The final analysis, based on everything that's been said by Nick Sirianni, Jalen Hurts, and A.J. Brown on social media, The first read on that play was A.J. Brown, and it was a bad throw by Jalen Hurts. A.J. Brown was open. Hurts took a little too long to get it out, put a little too much air under the ball, and it fell short of the mark, and it hung just long enough for Julian Love to pick it off. It was not a good throw. Now, not many quarterbacks are going to hit A.J. Brown in stride that far down the field. And maybe on another night, on another moment, if he wasn't sick, Hurts could have done it. But in that moment, it was not a good throw, and that's why it ended the way it did. And in hindsight, yeah, he should have thrown it to somebody else, and he acknowledged that yesterday. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.